Most beginners don't need more exercises, they need fewer. If you're trying to get in shape, start with these six: squat, hinge, push, pull, core, and walking. That covers most of what your body needs without turning the gym into a confusing checklist. Most beginners are taught the wrong way to choose exercises. They look for the most impressive lift, the hardest variation, or whatever is trending. But the best beginner exercises are not the flashiest ones. They are the ones you can learn safely, repeat consistently, and improve over time. So instead of asking what are the best 20 exercises, ask this: do I have a squat, hinge, push, pull, a core exercise, and walking? If the answer is yes, you already have a foundation of a good beginner routine. Let us build it. The first box is the squat. Squatting trains your thighs, hips, and trunk. It also practices a movement you use every day when sitting down and standing up. For a beginner, a bodyweight squat to a bench is an excellent option. Stand in front of the bench, lower yourself with control, touch it gently, and stand again. The bench gives you a clear target and makes the movement feel less intimidating. As you improve, you can hold a dumbbell for a goblet squat, use a leg press, or progress to other squat variations. The best choice is the one that feels stable and lets you use a comfortable range of motions. The second box is hinge. A hinge teaches you to move through the hips while keeping the weight close to your body. This matters because many beginners turn every lower body movement into either a squat or a back bend. Before using weight, practice standing a short distance from a wall and pushing your hips backwards toward it. Your knees bend slightly, your torso leans forward, and you should feel tension through the back of your legs. Once that makes sense, a dumbbell Romanian deadlift can be a useful option. If hinging is difficult at first, a hip thrust, glute bridge, or machine hamstring curl can train similar areas while you learn. The third box is the push. Push-ups are popular, but a full floor push-up may be too difficult at first. That is not a problem. Place your hands on a wall, bench, or sturdy raised surface. The higher your hands are, the easier the movement becomes. You can also use a machine chest press or a dumbbell bench press. Choose a version where your shoulders feel comfortable and you can control the entire repetition. Some routines also include an overhead press, like machine shoulder press or sit and dumbbell press. That can be useful, but is optional. If overhead pressing bothers your shoulder, skip it for now. A beginner routine does not fail because it leaves out one exercise. Exercises are tools, not commandments. The fourth box is the pull. Rows and pull downs train your back and arms. A seated cable row is simple to adjust and easy to learn. Pull the handle toward your torso without turning the movement into a full body swing. A lat pull down is another good option. Pull the bar toward your upper chest while keeping your ribs controlled. You don't need to pull bar behind your neck. The fifth box is core training. Your core does more than create crunches. It helps your body resist unwanted movement and stay controlled while your arms and legs move. A dead bug teaches control while lying down on your back. Plank trains you to maintain position. A suitcase carry where you walk while holding weight on one side trains your trunk during movement. Start with short, controlled sets. Shaking is not the goal. Control is the goal. The sixth box is walking. Walking may not look like gym exercise, but is one of the most useful activities for beginners. It supports cardiovascular health, adds daily movement, requires little recovery, and can be adjusted to almost any starting level. You can begin with 10 minutes and slowly add time, distance, or pace. Now, should beginners use machine or free weights? Use whichever helps you perform the movement better. Machines are great when you want stability and a simple setup. Dumbbells are useful because they are flexible and easy to find. Barbells can be effective, but usually require more practice. You don't get extra credit for choosing the most intimidating option. A machine chest press done well beats a messy barbell press done badly. Here's a simple beginner workout: bench squat, seated row, machine chest press, dumbbell Romanian deadlift, dead bug, 10-minute walk. Do 2 or 3 sets for each strength exercise. Aim for about 8 to 12 controlled reps. Stop the set when your technique starts to break down or when you feel you can only perform another 2 or 3 clean repetitions. When you when you can do 12 reps with good form on every set, add a little weight next time. That is progression. Not changing exercise every workout, not chasing soreness, just doing the basics a little bit better. Progress can also mean using better control, a larger comfortable range of motion, or less assistance. Beginners improve quickly because practice itself is powerful. There are also exercises you don't need. You don't need a movement because it's viral. You don't need a painful exercise. You don't need to balance on an unstable object while lifting a weight unless balance training is specifically part of your goal. Complexity is not the same as effectiveness. Before training, warm up for 5 to 10 minutes. Use lighter practice sets before heavier ones. Muscle effort is normal. Sharp pain, dizziness, chest pain, or unusual shortness of breath is not something to push through. If an exercise hurts in a bad way, stop and choose a safer variation. If you have an injury or condition that changes how you move, a qualified physical therapist or trainer can help you adapt exercises. So here is the simple version. The best beginner exercises are not advanced. They are stable, repeatable, and easy to improve. Start with 6 boxes: squat, hinge, push, pull, core, walking. Pick one exercise for each, train it for several weeks, and write down what you do. This is enough to start getting stronger, build confidence, and making fitness feel less confusing. You don't need advanced exercise to earn beginner results. You need basic exercises performed well. In the next video, we'll compare cardio and weight training and explain which one beginners should prioritize first. Subscribe to Simple Strength for fitness explained simply. Train smarter, eat better, get stronger.